The muscles from Brussels versus the Texas Ranger. The ultimate showman against the ultimate stoic. Jean-Claude Van Damme, the man who made the splits famous, faces Chuck Norris, the man whose tears cure cancer. Too bad he never cries. It is Shotokan precision against Tang Soo Do power. Can Van Damme's explosive flexibility shatter the defense of the undefeated karate champion? Or will Chuck Norris remind the movie star what a real fight feels like? The simulation begins now. Before he was an action superstar, Jean-Claude Camille Francois van Varenberg was a prodigy in Belgium. He didn't just study martial arts, he studied perfection. He began Shotokan karate at age 10, earning his black belt by 18. But his secret weapon wasn't just fighting, it was ballet. For 5 years, he trained in classical ballet to master balance and flexibility. This unique combination allowed him to perform kicks that defied physics. He compiled a professional kickboxing record of 18 wins and 1 loss, with all 18 wins coming by knockout. He is the muscles from Brussels, a fighter who looks like a Greek god and moves like a gazelle. He fights with flair, using jumping spin kicks and his signature helicopter kick, not just to hurt, but to dazzle. Chuck Norris. Norris doesn't need to look like a Greek god. He is the guy Greek gods check under their bed for. Born in Oklahoma, his path wasn't paved with ballet slippers, but with military boots. While serving in the U.S. Air Force in South Korea, he discovered Tang Soo Do. He became an obsessive student, eventually creating his own system, Chunkook Do. Norris was a competitive machine in the golden era of American karate, holding the professional middleweight karate champion title for 6 consecutive years. He was known as the Iceman because he never showed emotion. He didn't fight for the cameras, he fought to dismantle his opponents with efficient, bone-crushing strikes. He is the original American martial arts legend. What legends say. When 2 icons of the 80s and 90s collide, everyone has an opinion. Sylvester Stallone. I've had them both on my set. Van Damme is explosive. He's like a firecracker, fast, flashy, dangerous. But Chuck is a tank. He's quiet, he's polite, but he has this aura. If Van Damme is a Ferrari, Chuck is a Humvee. The Ferrari is faster, but the Humvee drives over the Ferrari. Scott Adkins. Jean-Claude is my hero. His kicking ability, the height, the extension, nobody did it better. In terms of pure aesthetics and speed, Van Damme takes it. But Chuck Norris was a real tournament grinder. He has that old-school toughness. If JCVD tries to be too fancy, Chuck will make him pay. Joe Rogan. This is the classic Flash versus Smash matchup. Van Damme has the best physique in martial arts history. His flexibility allows him to kick you in the head from 0 distance. But Chuck Norris, man, Chuck was the real deal in the 60s. He fought everyone. If Chuck catches one of those flying kicks, he's going to rip Van Damme's leg off. But if Van Damme lands that helicopter kick, it's over.
How did Jean-Claude Van Damme prepare for a fight? Van Damme prepares with elasticity. He spends hours stretching. He wants to be able to kick vertical at a moment's notice. He trains his helicopter kick. He visualizes the rotation, the speed. He knows Norris is grounded, so Van Damme plans to attack from the air. He works on his switch hitting. He practices changing stances rapidly to confuse the linear attacks of Norris. He focuses on speed bags and shadowboxing in front of a mirror. For Van Damme, looking good is feeling good. If his form is perfect, his power is perfect. He plans to use his agility to dance around the stationary Norris, peppering him with lightning-fast jabs and spinning back fists until the knockout blow reveals itself. How did Chuck Norris prepare for a fight? Norris prepares with conditioning. He is hitting the heavy bag with raw, thudding power. He isn't trying to look pretty, he is trying to dent the leather. He drills his counter timing. He knows Van Damme jumps a lot. Chuck practices the step-in side kick. He plans to catch Van Damme mid-air. He hardens his shins. He knows a kicking battle is inevitable. Chuck kicks wooden posts, desensitizing his nerves. He wants to check Van Damme's kick so hard that Van Damme hurts his own leg hitting him. He visualizes the blitz. He plans to weather the storm of flashy kicks, wait for Van Damme to overcommit, and then walk him down with superior strength and pressure. Analysis. Physically, Van Damme has the advantage in flexibility and explosive athleticism. He is faster and more dynamic. Chuck Norris has the advantage in functional strength and durability. He is denser and hits harder. Technically, it's Shotokan versus Tang Soo Do. Van Damme uses wide, looping, beautiful arcs. Norris uses tight, linear, piston-like strikes. Mentally, this is the biggest difference. Van Damme is emotional. He feeds off energy and ego. Chuck Norris is stoic. He is a calculator. The X factor is the chin. Norris has taken hits from the hardest punchers of his era. Van Damme's durability against a power striker like Norris is the big question mark. Arena and fighting rules. This fight belongs in the underground. The arena is the Kumite Ring, a raised square platform surrounded by darkness and a cheering, smoky crowd, the classic blood sport vibe. No ropes to save you. If you fall off, you lose ground. The rules are full contact kickboxing. No biting, no eye gouging. Spinning attacks are highly encouraged. Win by knockout or submission.
The bell rings. The atmosphere is electric. Jean-Claude Van Damme starts fast. He bounces on his toes, doing his signature shuffle. He fakes a low kick and instantly snaps a high kick to Norris's head. Norris barely blocks it, the impact echoing through the arena. The crowd gasps at the speed. Norris stays planted. He is walking JCVD down. Van Damme spins, a spinning back fist. Norris ducks under it and lands a stiff jab to Van Damme's ribs. Thud. Van Damme winces but smiles, resetting. He likes the challenge. JCVD decides to turn up the heat. He launches himself into the air, a flying side kick. Norris sidesteps, letting Van Damme sail past him. As Van Damme lands, Norris fires a roundhouse kick to the thigh. Van Damme's leg buckles slightly. He realizes Norris is cutting his mobility. Van Damme switches tactics. He goes into the splits to duck a high punch, mocking Norris, and uppercuts from the floor. It lands. Norris's head snaps back. The muscles from Brussels smells blood. He unleashes a flurry of kicks, left, right, low, high. It is a beautiful display of Shotokan violence. Norris is covering up, absorbing the punishment on his arms and shoulders. Van Damme thinks it's time for the finisher. He backs up, creating space. He roars to the crowd. He runs forward, leaps, and spins. The helicopter kick. His leg whips around like a blade, aiming for Norris's neck. But Norris was waiting for the jump. As Van Damme is mid-air, Norris doesn't duck. He steps in. Norris unleashes a devastating spinning back kick to Van Damme's midsection while he's still airborne. Crunch! The timing is perfect. Norris's heel buries itself into Van Damme's solar plexus. The force stops Van Damme's rotation dead in the air and launches him backward off the raised platform. Van Damme crashes onto the concrete floor below the ring. He gasps for air, clutching his ribs. He tries to stand, using the platform to pull himself up, but his legs refuse to listen. The wind has been completely knocked out of him. Chuck Norris stands at the edge of the platform, looking down, his face expressionless. He bows once. Van Damme nods, unable to return to the ring. The fight is over. The winner. Chuck Norris jumps down from the platform and offers a hand to pull Van Damme up. It was a battle of art versus combat. Jean-Claude Van Damme was the better athlete. His speed and unpredictability gave him the early lead, but Chuck Norris was the better fighter. He understood that flashy moves leave openings. By targeting Van Damme's body and waiting for the high-risk maneuver, Norris utilized his superior timing and raw power to end the fight with a single, perfectly placed counter. The winner, by knockout, Chuck Norris. It's your turn. The Texas Ranger shuts down the Brussels powerhouse, but do you agree? Could Van Damme's speed have knocked Norris out if he hadn't gone for the fancy finish? Tell us in the comments below. And the tournament of legends rolls on. Who is next? Is it time for the ultimate boxer versus martial artist? Bruce Lee versus Muhammad Ali? Or do we go heavy? Mike Tyson versus George Foreman? Subscribe to Legacy Untold, smash that like button, and remember, Chuck Norris doesn't sleep, he waits.